Now, Stormwatch 12 weather with meteorologist Oliver Smith.
Well, temperatures today were a little bit on the cooler side. We also had a little bit in the way of breezy conditions, especially east of the Cascades and along the Oregon coast, generally between about 20 to 25 miles an hour. We'll see similar wind gusts for tomorrow, or maybe just a little bit less. Now, in terms of the big picture, we do have high pressure offshore that gave us the nice weather for today. The system that gave us a little bit of the cooler temperatures and the clouds earlier shifted way off towards the east. There's another system off the Gulf of Alaska, and that'll be moving into the region here in the next several days. But we're going to have a very nice Memorial Day weekend ahead of that. So for tonight, we're going to be looking at chilly temperatures east the Cascades, generally into the 30s, 40s west the Cascades, low 40s for the Shasta Valley and mid 40s for the Rogue Valley and the Oregon coast. For tomorrow, it's going to be a beautiful day. Temperatures will be warmer, right around 80 degrees for Medford and Grants Pass, mid 60s for Brookings, and we should make upper 70s for Mount Shasta and Wairika, and low to mid 70s east of the Cascades, with even 50s and towards Crater Lake. So in terms of temperatures for tomorrow, Medford and Klamath Falls both around 45 degrees above average for tomorrow. So we'll definitely go from cooler than average to warmer than average for tomorrow. So we're going to have nice weather all day tomorrow. We're not going to be looking at those clouds that we had earlier today, but it's going to be very nice overall. And we're going to be looking at temperatures on the upswing for tomorrow and into Monday. Now, Monday, we're going to have a system that's going to be approaching our region, the one I was kind of showing you about earlier. It wants to try to trigger some thunderstorms in the Cascades. Most likely that's not going to happen because we're just not going to have the instability into the atmosphere. So what we're just going to be looking at probably is just some bubbling cumulus clouds out that time. But temperatures will peak on Monday. We're going to start to cool off on Tuesday. You can see we do have more clouds in the region once we get towards the morning and into the afternoon. There's the rain offshore. Notice how it's well up towards the north, but it's going to try and get closer and closer into the region by Tuesday night and into Wednesday. And there may be a few showers, mainly up to our north. But for Memorial Day, we'll be looking at 75 to 80 degrees east the Cascades, and generally very close to 85 degrees up and down Interstate 5. It's going to be very warm throughout the region, above normal, but nowhere near record highs, because we could easily get into the 90s at this time of year. Now, in terms of that system, once it gets closer and closer to the region, the wind's going to start to kick up, especially on Tuesday. Could be looking at wind gusts maybe around 30 miles an hour or so east of the Cascades. And if that system gets a little bit closer on and pushes through the region on Wednesday, we could be looking at even stronger wind gusts than what this model is showing, maybe over towards 40 miles an hour for parts of east of the Cascades. Now, in terms of rainfall amounts, again, it's not going to be very much because most of the rain is going to stay way up to our north. But the Cascades, maybe eastern Siskiyou County and parts of Lake County may see a stray shower or thunderstorm during that time, late Tuesday and into early on Wednesday. So the cooler temperatures, they shift off out of our area. Tomorrow, we're going to be looking at warmer conditions from the south towards the north. And then Monday, Memorial Day, that really kind of ramps up right over us, and that's our peak of our warmer temperatures because there's that system offshore that's going to get closer and closer to our region. That pushes through on Tuesday, and to Wednesday that'll definitely cool us off, but again, showers stay mostly up to our north. We get towards the latter part of the week, high pressure builds in, looks pretty nice, and at least in terms of warmer weather. Then things could get interesting once we get towards 7 to 10 days out. We actually could be looking at the potential for some stormy weather all throughout our region. We'll keep an eye on that here in the days to come. But for the Oregon coast, temperatures stay into the 60s through Wednesday, and then 70s by the time we get towards the latter part of the week. Northern California, 70s for the most part, but we'll see 80s on Memorial Day and a few showers possible late in the day on Tuesday. Klamath Basin between about 75 to 80 degrees for Sunday and into Monday. We'll cool off into the upper 60s. Nice and pleasantly cool on Wednesday, but again, a few showers and thunderstorms possible late Tuesday and into Wednesday. Same kind of scenario for the Cascades. A few showers possible on those same 2 days, but temperatures generally into the 50s. However, it cools into the 50s on Wednesday. And here in the Rogue Valley, we'll be pretty warm for the next couple days. We cool back closer towards our seasonal average by Wednesday and then warm up by the end of the week.